per month. So I'm going to put 12,000 for profit down, and immediately once I've done this, you'll see again in the pink section at the bottom, annual cost is calculated. My financial budget for the year is $315,000. So it's about $31,000 roughly. If we break it down, it'll be a little bit more than that with the exchange rate. But let's divide by 10. So that's about $31,000 a year. In this case, 315,000 Rand. And my hourly rate is 238 Rand 64 per hour. So it's taking it down to $23 per hour if I take it divided by 10. Now, the last part that we're going to do now, you'll also see on the right hand side it says rates, and that rates there has already been calculated immediately based on the fact that the machine stitches, the number of stitches for embroidery machine is already been put in there. Now that little part you'll find in your machine's user manual. So let's go and say I have one of the small machines and it works on 650 stitches per minute. So then it goes down and it calculates it for me, and it says, all right, I now have a stitch rate, embroidery rate of 3 Rand 98 per 1,000 stitches. And if I do digitizing for somebody, I need to do the digitizing at 33 Rand 41 per 1,000 stitches, and that would basically be your digitizing rate that you would use when you do this. Now, I need to take this information and go and save it, because otherwise I must go and fill it in tomorrow again and again and again. So let me go and say save data. Need to go, where is it? Let me go there. Click on save data. Yeah, it goes up and it asks me save data, and then I'm going to call that fills embroidery rates. And I say okay. Embroidery, I think there's a Y missing. There we go. Embroidery rates. Okay, and I'm going to say okay. And that should go and save my rates for me. And once the rates is saved, you'll see it says new data added successfully, and it shows there's no information anymore. Now, we cannot work with it if there's no information in step 1. So therefore, I'm going to go to save data and call up my rates that I've just calculated so that we can work with that. And you'll see this fills embroidery is there, and I just go and double click on it. Double click on it, and you can see you can actually go and create more than one batch of data and work from there. So you can actually have more than one person's rate here. Right, so it's done, it's created. We just double check now. It was 315,000, 238.64, and that's the rate. That's right. Now I'm going to move down to section 2, step 2, and when I slide down to step 2, you'll now see that the rates that was calculated in step 1 in the first part on the left hand side has got to do with dressmaking. So this left hand side section that we have here has got to do with dressmaking. Middle section has got to do with embroidery, and the right part there is basically the list of work. So whatever you want to do, that needs to go in there. So let's just look at the standard rate of standard garment rate that we've got here. We've got a shirt there, a skirt there, and then under the skirt we've got different skirts there. Plus you'll see double click, you need to double click on an item to add it, but we can also go and add additional products to these. So that is something that we can go and add to the information that's there. Unfortunately at this stage we can only add to the dressmaking side. On the embroidery side we have not added that option yet, and we will consider bringing that option in for the embroidery side as well. At this stage, let's go and look what we've got covered in the dressmaking side. So we've got skirts, we've got blouses, dresses, jackets, shawl collar items, tailored items, cardigans, coats, pants, bridal wear, startup cost, collars, zips, pockets, other, and slips. So that's all the things that we have there. And if you go and stand on, let's go and say stand on bridal wear. Under bridal wear we'll have bridal gown, slip,